back at Franchise Expo Austin, chatting now with Rodney Frank with Yonutz. Rodney, first of all, I got to tell you, I love the name Yonutz. It's just fun, right?
It's catchy, isn't it? It's like yo nuts.
Yo, yeah, that describes a lot of
I go nuts
people.
for yo nuts, as a matter of fact.
So tell us about Yonutz. I assume it's a sweet franchise. Yes,
It is very sweet. The whole idea is warm donuts with ice cream in the middle.
Oh, you had me at warm donuts. I didn't know there was ice cream involved.
It's the gateway drug. It brings you in and it keeps you there. And believe it or not, it's actually an entry point too, because a simply smashed donut is only $5. So for a family of four can come in, and for $20, they can get a dessert.
Nice.
And there's also, of course, the other donuts that are more advanced as far as like the toppings that they put on them.
Right.
And those have won Dessert Wars 3 times.
Wow.
One had Nutella on it, and there's so many different combinations of toppings that you can put on. It's just incredible.
And I just thought this was a typical donut shop, but this is something way beyond.
No, it's totally different because there's actually no fryers in the restaurant.
Oh, tell me about that. How do you make the donuts then?
Yeah, they come pre-made.
Okay.
And you put them through a puffer that puts moisture into them and kind of brings them to life in a sense. And then when you make a simple snatch, for example, you cut the donut in half and you put a big scoop of ice cream there. Oof. And then you put the other half and you put it into the equivalent of a waffle type iron.
Right.
It's shaped like the sandwich would be. And you put it down and for about 15 seconds, flip it over for another 15 seconds and take it out, and then it's rolled in cinnamon sugar, and it's the best thing. So that's my favorite.
I'm getting hungry listening to this right now.
It's my favorite item on is vanilla ice cream, in that is pretty much
perfect.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about the donut business, but it sounds to me like the process you just described doesn't mean you have to have a massive kitchen setup for a Yonutz franchise. Is that correct?
That is totally correct. In fact, because of the fact there's no oil fryer, you can have younger people. It depends on the state, of course.
Yeah.
But you can have younger people working in the back or in the store. Whereas if you have an oil fryer, you can't have anybody that's 16 or 17 working there.
And you've got to have a much bigger kitchen space.
Way bigger, way more cost, way more. You got to get up at 3 in the morning, cook the donuts. That's fun.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So tell me about the brand itself. How long has it been around, and where are you primarily located, and all of that stuff?
Sure. So the brand was started by a gentleman named Tony Bahu in Florida. And believe it or not, he had one location, and Kevin Harrington, one of the original sharks from Shark Tank.
Oh, yeah.
Actually came into his restaurant and goes, dude, you gotta franchise this. This is an incredible concept. And so he's actually part of our marketing. He's helped out a great deal with.
When the sharks come to you and you don't even have to go into the tank, that's something.
Yes, that's a good way to think of it. That's exactly right. And so now we're in, I think it's 11 states with 15 or 16 locations.
And you're here in Texas yourself, right?
Yes, we're located in Texas. Our territory is from Austin to Corpus Christi, including San Antonio. We have one sold here in Austin. They're looking for their location. There's one operating up in Dallas right now, and there's another one in McKinney, Texas.
Got it. So I know you're focused in your territory in the middle of Texas, but what do you see happening in 2026 for the entire brand? Is it moving in a certain direction geographically? Like what does the growth really look like?
So believe it or not, this brand does well in any type of area, even the cold states.
Really?
Yeah, because it's warm donuts with ice cream in them. I think that separates it from just an ice cream shop, which might be hard in January. in North and South Dakota, for example.
Oh yeah, well I'm from Chicago, and all of the traditional ice cream franchises shut down sometime before Christmas and then reopen in the spring, but that's not the case with something like Yonutz.
No, because you can just get donuts too. You don't have to get the ice cream in the middle. You can get the donuts, just the donut alone. So so there's. I don't think that there's an area that it won't do well in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we also added breakfast items too. And then there's also, those mechanical claws that grab teddy bears and things like
Yeah.
that. We're testing that in some markets where we have a section that almost looks like an Asian arcade. And I think that's going to be big. Because,
So it's a little bit more of an experience for the kids.
Yes, but on a smaller scale,
Yeah.
they can go out for $20 and the family of four gets the donuts with ice cream in them. But then they can also spend some money on the claws. And my daughter when she was young, she was the master at those things. And she'd cost me $20 and
Right.
and she'd always get huge teddy bears.
And spend 4 hours on it. That's
the
fantastic.
teddy bears are going to be branded too eventually.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be a very good experience. And it's really interesting because Tony is such a good CEO that he's really focused on the franchisees winning, meaning making profits. And so, like the Simply Smashed has only been around for 2 years, and that's the $5 entry point. Because before that, they were the higher priced items. And we needed an entry-level product to kind of the gateway drug to get them into the store.
Yeah.
They try it, and then they're hooked. And it's because it's good stuff. It's really good.
A franchise CEO who's focusing on the franchisee's ability to make money.
Yes.
I'm all about that concept. That sounds like a winner to me.
Yes.
If anyone would like to talk to you about the opportunity, whether it's here in Texas or maybe somewhere else, where should we send them? Website, LinkedIn? Where do you like to have people connect?
I think if they just wanted to give me a call or text me on my cell phone, 303-572-0073, that would be great. I'd love to talk to them about the Yonutz opportunity here in Texas or nationwide because we have friends in other places,
Awesome.
Colorado and Atlanta, that they have the areas there too, and they're great opportunities all over the country.
Excellent.
It's a ground floor opportunity.
Yeah.
With this momentum that we have built, I think it's going to be huge. I really do.
And very unique. So love the concept, love the branding on it as well. And Rodney, thanks so much for joining us here in the podcast zone to talk a little Yonutz.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Nice to meet you.